Game time. All right, welcome in everybody after the first episode. Glad to see everyone's back for the second episode of the Honey Pot Pod. Welcome in, my boys. I got Theo on the call
Hello.
and Mr. Head himself. How you doing, boys?
Doing good. Little sad our boy Joey Votto retired, but good season for the guy who didn't play one single at bat for the Blue Jays. So great season. He should have retired last year, but whatever.
Greatest threat of all time.
He is.
How we doing? How we doing, Mr. Head?
I'm doing pretty well. As you can see, I'm repping a Fever shirt. The Fever are currently in the playoffs, so Indy finally has something to cheer about since the Colts stink and the Pacers can't quite get it done. So, yeah, life's good.
Caitlin Clark, top 5 WNBA player right now?
Oh, she should be MVP, no doubt.
Yeah, top notch. Theo, you want to lead us off here with your rant?
Yeah, boys. I promise these rants are going to stay, where everyone can follow the conversation. But I'm going to go off track here. Something caught my eye yesterday that I need to talk about. Civ 7 had their gameplay go through at GameCon or something. I don't know. The game looks absolutely amazing, first off. Second off, the game is coming out February 11th, which is 2 days after the Super Bowl. So I am completely prepared to lose all my social life and spend my Sundays from watching football to playing Civ all day. And I just wanted to express my appreciation for Civ and just my love for the game. And the fact is, anybody who wants to learn how to play or anybody who wants to nerd out with me on Sundays, I will be playing that game for every Sunday after February 11th for like the whole year. So anybody who wants to join, feel free to join. Anybody wants to learn how to play, hit me up. We're gonna do it. So I just wanted to say that, and this is more important than anything else I could think of right now for this rant.
Just a comment. This guy played more Civ 6 our junior year of college than anyone I know. Just spent
I'm
so much time crisscross applesauce about 2 foot from the TV, just building his little empire that no one understood. Like he spent so much time doing that. So I'm happy for you, but also just yeah, you're gonna be gone for 6 months. I have a feeling when
Well,
that comes out.
yeah, more than 6 months,
I
but
think that's a good PSA to the honeypot. If we haven't thought we lost you already, well, we know you're just going to be locked away in February. So long, partner.
well, anybody who wants to nerd out with me, just feel free. I'll teach you how to play. We'll do it.
Okay.
That was my PSA for today. Thought it was important.
Okay. Appreciate it. I know I won't be hearing from you after February, so I'll just mark it on my calendar, cross off several days, and then maybe we'll check back in.
Maybe
check back
Saturdays.
in June.
It's perfect though. Like literally right after football's over, go right into that. It's perfect for me at least.
Nice. Well, that segues. I think we want to talk
hold
about
up.
some new.
Hold up. So, I'm sorry. I know the rant is Theo's thing, but yeah, I have one of my own as well. So I actually have two now because my first is with Theo because we just lost like 5 of our 7 subscribers in the first 5 minutes of the episode with this Civ 7 talk. So they didn't come here for that. But anyways, that's
No, they
neither
didn't,
this
but
nor
they needed to hear it, Blake.
yeah, that's neither this nor that. My second rant is with Commissioner Brian. So we first of all agreed on Sundays for this podcast. And what do? Second week. Hey guys, let's move to Wednesday. So we moved to Wednesday. And here I am, fixing my dinner early, doing all this stuff just to anticipate how excited I am to do this podcast. And what do we get from our fearless leader? Hey guys, I'm making tater tot casserole. It's taking a little long. Push it back to 9. And yeah, here we are. We're finally rolling at 9:03. So glad to get that out of the way. And also, we agreed to get paid for this. I checked my direct deposit today. Nothing. So that check better be in the mail. I don't know what's going on, but so yeah, down with the commissioner chance for going on last year. I'm just Brain. We love you, but hey, let's get this. Let's right the ship here. Let's get this squared away.
Hey, maybe get some drug advertising on here. We can get that figured out somehow. Get that check in the mail. I think we all a little hungry.
Oh yeah, we do have our
Like,
first sponsor, isn't that right? You want to announce that?
well, time will tell. Time will tell
Okay.
about
Okay.
our first sponsorship. We'll see in a little bit here.
Yeah, still finalizing the negotiation, I think. Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can't let the cat out of the bag. Still got to
Okay.
hammer out the details.
Sorry
Signature
about
on the
that.
line, but
I got
we'll
some
figure
news
it
in
out.
terms of sponsorship too later on in this episode that I'll share.
Oh.
So
Oh,
stay tuned
hey,
for that.
if you can feed the fam, you figure it out. Because I am starving because I did
Hey, I
not
got a
have
big
any of
family
that
to feed over here,
casserole
you know?
yet. I'm still. I hopped on the pod so we could record and then I'll eat later.
That's better than that tuna quesadilla you made that one time.
Don't forget, it was a tuna quesadilla, Blake, with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Don't
Oh,
forget the
okay.
barbecue sauce.
Still fire. Don't regret it.
Disgusting.
All right. Well, in terms of disgusting, we got the East and West divisions. Which one are we more grossed out by, the East or West division? So we have with everyone moving around the country, we have new divisions. So in the West, we have Blake, Bikram, myself, Christian, and Van Ravensway. And then in the East, we have our Klein, Ryan, Theo, Eli, and then our so long soldier, Logan Harris, across the pond. So,
Yeah,
which
I'm a
one's
little
more disgusting?
I'm a little disgusted by this because I have to travel over to fucking UK to play Harris. Like, what? Like, can't he come over here? Like, why do we have to go over there to play a game? Stupid.
Well, your team with that time change, I mean, they're not going to adjust on time.
No, we're going to be walking out there and they're going to be sleepwalking, and it's just going to be disgusting. I mean, I don't get it.
You
Commissioner,
can't walk across the ocean. Oh.
I think we need to set up that we get a bye week before or after we play that clown.
Need
Okay.
time to get ready for a pounding across the pond.
That wasn't where I thought that was going, but anyways, I think I'm more disgusted. Oh, I love like me and Brian's division because those Illinois boys. I mean, they have had a bad record these last 4 years. By that I mean Bikram, Christian, and Logan Van Ravensway, aka Van Ramsey. I mean, not a lot of winning out of those three. So me and me and Brain. I mean, I think you can write us in as a division champ and wild card. Just off the hat pre-draft. So
Yeah. Christian, I'm not too worried about. Christian has had subpar teams pretty much every
Yeah.
year.
Christian
Van Ramsey
Ryan never made the playoffs.
Yeah. Van
Christian's-
Ramsey, oof, it's hit or miss. Either he's going to be winning the entire league because he did win our first year.
Van
And-
Ramsey got first, 9th, and 10th, so he's
Yeah.
kind of on a downward spiral here.
Well,
so
I mean, you can only go up from here, right?
yeah.
And then Bikram always has the favorite draft of the year. Everyone always loves Bikram's team coming out of the draft. But then you don't know after that.
I got to give credit to Christian, though. He's not afraid to make moves. I think he had, 2 or 3 times as many waiver wire pickups than anybody else in the league. So he's not afraid to make changes.
He will go against the grain, too. Like, I remember last year he drafted like a 4th round or 1st round because I don't know, like he saw something in him. I said, hey, respect for not going on the auto draft, Like he does his own thing,
He's got an eye for talent.
Yes.
Eye for talent. How about that West Division? What are we looking at? Do we see any prospective winners?
I I don't know. I mean, to me, it's like the NBA. You know, like one side of the divisions are just complete waste of time. The East and the NBA's case, the West in this case. I mean, like we all know the best teams aren't in the West. The best teams are in the East. Like everybody knows that.
So you're not saying you're the best. You're bottom barrel over there.
I got some tough opponents to play against in the East. You know, you guys got who? Van Ramsey, Christian, and Christian's gonna wait. Christian's in the West, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna win. He's the Celtics. I mean, he's gonna win. There's no
Well,
competition out there.
I'm the best team in the East.
No,
Oh, sorry. I thought you said West.
Wait, you're in the West. You're in the West.
you're in the West,
I think
Blake, aren't you?
yeah, you're in the West.
Yeah. I thought you said West.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Eli's had a solid team.
Yeah,
Pretty
Eli's
much every
always
year.
sneaky good.
Klein's up and down. He had a great team last year. Ryan's always middle of the pack, usually borderline playoffs. And me and him always trade DK Metcalf every year. So maybe if Ryan drafts DK, I'll trade for DK again. So we'll see. Theo, you gonna make it out of that league?
It's gonna be tough. I'm honestly just hoping that I don't finish last. That's all I play for. I mean, that's all I care about. So, I have given up trying to win it. I am just trying not to lose it. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that Waffle House challenge is pretty tough, wasn't it, bud?
I was really scared last year about the whole calendar shoot. You don't need to see me in the calendar. You know.
Yeah, that's coming up, boys. That's what 2-3 weeks away.
Yeah, the grand reveal.
Yeah,
The grand reveal.
Yeah.
2 weeks actually. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Well, speaking of the East Division,
That'll be a fun
I think
recap
we
episode.
actually have a
That would
caller
be.
from the East Division calling in.
It looks like we lost Brain for a second.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
It's
So
unfortunate.
just for those viewers at home, while we regain Brian, I did
I'm back.
I had to sing a song album for my punishment with a music video. Theo had to do the Waffle House challenge. And then now this year 3, we've got the ESPN body issue calendar shoot. So it only gets worse every year, I feel like. So it's going to be hard telling what this year's going to be.
Yeah.
I've appreciated the effort that everyone has put into the punishment so far. Theo just grinding out 13 or 14 waffles.
That
Waffle
really
House.
that wasn't that bad. What was really bad was just, sitting there and then going to the bathroom was really bad. After just eating the waffles wasn't bad. I'll eat waffles, like that's fine. But just sitting there waiting to digest, that was the worst part. But
Yeah. Thank you for that information. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
You ate
That
the
was
whole
great.
pizza
Good
that
to know.
night, too.
Good
Like,
to
that
know.
was
Good to know.
That was like 10,000 calories in one day.
yeah. That was
Yeah, don't forget the entire pizza you ate afterwards.
wasn't that bad, boys. I mean,
It was a
Blake,
cheat day.
I think the body issue is the worst, then the song, and then the Waffle House.
But the songs Blake put together and the presentation he had with it, I mean, top notch roasting, top notch.
Yep.
Who can forget calling out Megan in the middle of it all and her doing exactly what you thought she was going to do?
Yeah, we just predicted everybody's actions and they played into it perfectly. So yeah, kind of. I think that night I went a little too hard on Klein, but everyone else I felt like it was nice little subtle jabs. And then we did have like a little in memoriam for Bikram, R.I.P. Just a great
Rest in
man
peace.
gone too soon. So
Hey, he did
If
watch
we
the
could,
he did
go-
he did watch the pod. Apparently,
He did.
He watched the
Okay.
pod.
He's
Oh,
a
we'll
give
loyal.
him that. We'll give
he's
him
a
that.
loyal fan, guys. I think we should give him some respect.
good,
He-
good.
Talking
loyal.
talking about loyal fans, I actually think we had a fan calling in right now.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Let's
see.
go.
Let's check it out. Let's see who it is.
Leonard McComfrey here, long-time listener, first-time caller. Insider source tells me after Theo's hot take last week that the new Browns Stadium will have 20 new massage parlors in the area. And for this reason, I think it gives them the it factor this year, and they are my Super Bowl prediction. My question for Theo, what's your morning routine nowadays? And my hot take is that the Colts need to find a new person to sing their weekly song. I think it was funny last year, but I think this year they need a new motto.
New moto cracks me up for
New
some reason.
moto. Well. Yo, you are on the spot. What is your daily routine nowadays?
Well, first, before we get to Mr. McComfrey there, I just want to say I appreciate the call. And if anybody else wants to call in, please feel free. I believe that they have our availability to contact us. Is that right, Brian?
Yep, our contact information's very spread out within the league.
Yeah. And then you can also comment on the video. So I just want to appreciate Leonard for the call. But let me get right to the question here. As you all know, well, you boys know, I start my day off with about 6 to 8 eggs, drenched in hot sauce, and then I immediately go to the restroom, and that's how I start off every morning. So every morning, my toilet has to, do an amazing feat, and I am surprised that it's still standing today. I'm surprised that it's still willing to come to work every day. So I just wanted to say that that's my morning routine, and then I get to work. So yeah, that's about it. Nothing's changed since what was that, 2 or 3 years ago? Since we were all living together, nothing's changed.
What about the cup of mud?
Oh, I forgot about the cup of mud. Thank you,
Yeah.
Blake. Yeah, so it's eggs, hot sauce with a cup of muds. Now I'm up to 2 cup of muds. So it's really toilet's working overtime over there. So yeah.
Hey, glad you found what works for you, pal.
Yeah.
It's a hard life, but it's my life.
Good question, Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard. Leonard, thanks for calling in, Leonard. We appreciate the call. So we got the draft coming up here in a couple days. It's August 21st as of today. Draft being September the 4th. NFL kickoff on September the 6th. How's everyone feeling? Getting all the draft sheets together?
I feel pretty good. I am curious, Commissioner. I'm putting on the spot here because I don't even know if we actually talked about this in our group chat. But do we have a draft order yet?
No draft order has been set.
Is that going to be randomized? How we looking for that? Because I have been doing my homework, but
Okay.
if we get that order set, I think I could really dive in. Really hit the books.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't decided. The last couple of years, I've randomized it. Do we want to decide some way, a competition, some way we decide an order, or should I just randomize it?
I think we should randomize it. I don't even know if we can do it live on air. Well, have you seen the little ducks on the Twitter or whatever?
Ooh,
That would be a fun one, or a little boat race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next episode, we decide the order.
All right, that'd be cool.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll dream something up for the next episode. Sweet. Well, I wanted to also give everyone an idea about next year's draft. So I'm looking at August of 2025, doing an in-person draft sometime probably late August. So I don't know, just before. I wouldn't be able to do it over Labor Day weekend. So it'd have to be a couple weekends before Labor Day. And doing a live draft at my lake house in Lake Cumberland. Boys get to enjoy the boat and festivities on the boat. And then we can also revive the golf cup and get some swings in. Bring back the golf cup. Let's go. So golfing, boat, sun, and the draft, and maybe throw in a punishment. Who knows?
That's a weekend right there.
That sounds good.
Hmm.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of golf, I think we have our top 10 golfers was our next segment. So,
Wait, Brian, before we do
oh,
get
yeah,
to
yeah.
that, can I do a shout out?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my friends at Me Undies. Yeah, Me Undies. Their new ball caddy underwear. It's soft and comfortable, and I personally love it. So, just wanted to give that shout out.
I appreciate Me Undies Underwear sponsoring the pod.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Shout out.
Yeah,
If you
Let's
check
guys
out
go.
their
could,
new ball caddy underwear.
if they could send me a couple ball caddies and I can try them out, I'll tell you guys how they are. Thanks, ball caddy. I appreciate it. All right, top
All right,
top
top
10
10
golfers.
golfers.
Top 10 golfers.
All right. I'll start things off here because I actually came prepared. I made a list this time. Last week was kind of spur of the moment, just thinking of random basketball players. Well, we're gonna start out. I was really giving Mr. Harris a hard time last week about being the worst golfer or worst basketball player. I'm sorry. He is in fact the best golfer, though. He takes my number one spot. He's a scratch golfer, or at least he was in high school, and then he might be plus one or two now, but the dude's solid. Um, and also, we did win the very first golf cup, me and him, or I should say, mainly him. We used maybe one of my shots all day. So, yeah, heck of a golfer. Number two, I'm going to go with Mr. Evan Klein. When Evan is locked in and playing serious, he is definitely number two. He's also a cool hang though. Like he will goof around and he will shoot 120 if everyone else is shooting 120. So, but overall, when he wants to play well, it's like a light switch. He can turn it on and off. Like he wants to play well, he can turn it up. Number three, a sneaky good golfer here, Mr. Ryan Frederick. Um, the form, to be honest with you, is a little weird, but somehow he always puts it where he wants it. It goes on like he'll put it on the green, he'll stripe it right down the middle. But yeah, the dude can absolutely play. And number four, little surprise pick here. I'm gonna go with our boy Theodore Peter Maris. Um, the man can play. So,
What?
but hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh, okay.
I'm advocating for you, bud. So,
I know, but I'm too high on that list. That's
so his floor is low. Like I've seen him play really bad. However, highest ceiling out of everybody. I've seen this man like just play out of his mind. Up at Swan Lake, I think Swan Lake Golf Course, me, you, and Eli. This guy was like Tiger Woods, and I was Mariano Rivera, his partner, just coming in to close the putts. So, and also, me and Theo are in a golf outing coming up in 3 weeks. So I also want to hype him up here so he can play well. So Theo's my number four. Number five, I'm gonna go with Mr. Eli Coker. I think honestly 4 through 8 or 4 through 7 especially, um, or 4 or 5, 6, kind of equal honestly. Eli, he can play too. I've seen him play some great rounds. I've seen him play some poor rounds. That's golf. But yeah, good, pretty solid player overall. Number six is Brian. Um, Honestly, the only reason I put Brian at six is because he's the biggest cheater out of us 10 at golf. So I've noticed this whenever Brian loses track of how many strokes he's hit, he always goes with five because he knows that we're not going to question it. It's not too high, it's not too low. So Brian's getting a six just for that matter. But I'm gonna put myself at seven because I honestly am terrible. Um, that's really all that needs to be said about that. Christian's gonna be eight just because he's new to the game. He is improving though. Like in Gatlinburg, the guy was he looked a lot better. He's getting the hang of it. Then I did not include Bikram or Logan Van Ravensway in this episode or this ranking because I have never seen them swing a golf club, and I don't think that's fair to rank them. So that is my 1 through 8.
Fair enough.
a solid list, Blake.
Thank you.
Well, calling me out on cheating? No.
Brian, you don't have to lie here. I mean, come on.
The only
No
person you're
lying to
lying
be
to is
had.
yourself, Brian.
We've all seen you kick the ball and go, "Ooh, I found it." You know, we've all seen it. Come on, don't
Yeah.
lie.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. It's okay. Yeah.
It's
You
an
got to
honest
drop the
hustle.
ball. You got to drop the ball every once in a while.
No, but you kicked it from the tree, from behind the tree into the fairway. I mean, what are we supposed to do? You know?
Yeah, if all the listeners, if you could please comment underneath whether you think Brian's a cheater or not, please at golf.
Tell me
Please,
all the times I've cheated in golf. Just put
yes,
it in the
please,
comments.
please.
Like and subscribe, and then comment
Yeah, like and
below.
Like and
subscribe. Bottom
subscribe.
right, bottom right.
All right, can I go next? Because I think my list is very similar to Blake's. So first, I had Logan Harris. I mean, undeniably the best golfer. As much as we're rivals, and I I think he's a terrible fantasy football player. I got to give props. He was a high school golfer. He should definitely be number one on that list. Number two, I have Mr. Klein. Mr. Klein has a very smooth stroke, and he's very consistent. Next, I have Mr. Frederick. Frederick, as we all know, is one of the luckiest individuals when it comes to gambling, but it also, like, some of his golf shots are just pure luck, and some of them also are pure skill. So it's really hard for me to judge what it is that makes him so special, but I think it's a combination of both. I have Mr. Eli Coker as number 4. When Eli's on, he's on, and it's just that simple. I next have our man Brian. Brian, the one thing besides the cheating that I don't like about your game is the fact that it takes you 2 minutes to address the ball and hit.
Check the watch.
Check the watch. But that your game's pretty solid, but I mean that does slow down the pace of play, and then also the cheating. We have to address it. I mean, it's the elephant in the room. Next, I put myself as number 6, I believe. No, number 6. I put myself. Blake, I don't know what you think of my golf abilities, but I have completely changed my swing this year to only swing a half swing, because if I hit a full swing, it will go here or here. It won't go straight. So I have only hit a half swing this whole year so far, and it's instead of here or here, it's here and here. So it's better, but not by much. So I don't know why I'm number 4 on your list. I appreciate it, but I think that's a little.
Well, I want you to hit it here, right down the middle, bud.
I'll try in our golf outing, but I'm just, it's important to set expectations here too,
We've got a heck of a team, Brian. Heck of a team lined up.
Next, I have Mr. Head. Mr. Head, I think you've been improving lately. I saw you when you first started to play, and a couple years later you stepped it up, but still some work to do. Next, I have Van Ramsey. I've seen Logan at the driving range, I believe. Yeah, at the driving range. Not the best golfer, and it's kind of shocking because this man worked at a golf course throughout high school. I don't know if you boys know that, but he cut grass, and he had a lot of free golf to his disposal, and to see him play and have the free golf available, I thought that it was a little bit of a letdown. Next,
Wow.
I have Mr. Christian. Christian is improving fast, so he's going to climb this leaderboard pretty fast, I think. I think he's going to pass all the way up to number 6 or number 7. He's going to pass me, maybe pass you, Brian. And then last, I have Bikram because I haven't seen him play. So a lot of criticisms in my list, I would say. I did not hold back.
A little more of a negative Nancy approach.
Yeah. Well, we were told to, rate these players' games. So
rate them.
I wrote down notes, and I didn't hold any punches. I don't think Blake did either. I think it's important that we address these players' skill sets.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I guess I'll close it out here. So, got Mr. Logan Harris as my number 1. I think that's self-explanatory after we've all played with him. I got a little different. I went with Mr. Cheese Block. Mr. Frederick himself is my number 2. the past few times I have played golf with Mr. Frederick, the man has hit the crap out of the ball and has led his team to victory every time. And it's even been over Klein's team or scramble team, and he's hit better than Klein when I've been with him. So that's why I'm taking Mr. Frederick. That leaves me into number 3, Mr. Klein. We all know when he's on, like we said, that man can play. He can hit a chip shot so beautifully, so beautiful. Number 4, I took Eli. When Eli's on, but when he's off, that man is probably near the bottom of the list when he's off. And then I put myself as number 5. Apparently I'm a cheater. At least I'm winning. Then number 6, I had Theo. Theo can just hit the crap out of the ball again. And, you're like a wild card when you start hitting the shots. You don't know where it's going to go, but sometimes it's real nice.
High ceiling.
High ceiling. And then Blake, I mean, just loves the water. He just loves the water, loves the trees. You can't deny it. Just always think if you put a puddle of water in front of him, that man is gonna, he's gonna chip it in.
They call me the water boy for a reason.
Yeah. Christian coming along, just started with the game, so he's learning. He's coming along. Put him in 8. And I'm gonna go with Blake. I have never seen Bikram or Van Ravensway pick up a golf club in their life. At least Van Ramsey has tried to make the attempt and try to get in the Golf Cup. Didn't work. So maybe that gives him a slight edge over Bikram. But I'll stay fair and not rank either.
Can I say something that might change your opinion?
Go for it.
You are looking at a 2-time Golf Cup champion on your screen.
Okay, we both know.
Right here.
I think
that's all because of Harris.
It was a scramble.
That was all because of Logan.
And because of Harris.
Well, there's with Harris and Ryan. I mean, we won too.
Yeah, number 1 and number 2 of the top 3. I mean, come on.
Well, that's why I put Frederick number 2 because he won. Took your ass along for the ride. All right. Well, boys, I think that ends it for the second episode of the Honey Pot Pod. Well done, boys. And we will see you next week. Adios.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like
and subscribe. Hit the button. It's right there.